What's up, guys? Big J coming back at you again from Lizard Juice. Today I don't have any equipment, but I want to go over kind of like a helpful hint, so to speak. Today we're going to go over the 3 common ways to speed steep your juice. Okay, any of you that have ordered juice online, realize that stuff's probably not steeped for the correct amount of time. The online people, they don't have storefronts, so their speed steeping or their steeping is the time it comes off the line, goes in the box, sits on the shelf until you order it, and then include the shipping time to you. That's their steeping process. All right, whether that normally. Now there's I'm sure there's companies out there that may actually let it sit and steep and whatnot, and hey, good for them. But most people are out there to make the quickest buck possible. The longer it sits on your shelf, that's less money for you. Or less money for the company, I should say. So, we're going to go over the 3 most common ways, and then we're going to go over the one that seems to work the best and my cheat on that one. So, to start, the cool dry place method. Basically, what you're going to do is take your juice, put it in a box, put it in a drawer, something like that. Don't put it in a refrigerator. It doesn't need to be cold. It's just cool. Room temperature-ish is fine. Put it in a box. Throw it in your, like I said, closet, drawer, whatever. Let it sit. Pull it out occasionally. If you want to take the juice out of the box and shake it, you can. If you want to leave it in the box and shake it, you can. Just shake it. Throw it back in the box. Throw it back in the drawer, cabinet, cupboard, whatever, wherever you're keeping it. Okay. Downside to that, it's going to take anywhere from 2 weeks to a month to really get to where it needs to go. Then you have the second, which is like the air method, so they call it, or I've heard it called, where you do the exact same thing as the cool dry place, except you take it out periodically and unscrew the cap. Now you're just going to let that sit and air out for like an hour, 2 hours, whatever. Screw the cap back on, shake it, throw it back in the box, throw it back to wherever you're storing it or whatever. Again, that process is going to take 2 weeks to a month, maybe even longer. Who knows? Both of those, 2 weeks to a month or longer. It's until it reaches the point where you think it's tasty. The third one, which is the one that I've actually tried, and then I'll tell you my little trick on it that I saw on the internet, but I took and it actually worked for me. It's the hot water bath with agitation. Okay, shaking it around. Now, you can be fancy and buy yourself one of those sonic water baths. At this point, if you're looking to steep your own juice and all that other stuff, you've probably bought, 1,000 different mods, and you don't mind spending a little money because you understand you got to pay to play. So, that said, a decent sonic agitator out there is probably going to cost you anywhere between 50 and $150. Okay, depending on what your budget is. But basically what it is, you're going to fill it with water. It's got a built-in heater. And then you're going to take your juice, sit it in the agitator, and it's just going to sit there and agitate. Okay, it's going to agitate it while it's heating. For the most part, the simple math on that is for every hour you let it sit equates to pretty much a week of the cool dry place and the air out method and all that good stuff. I know that one works because when I helped develop some of the flavors, that's the method we use. We had a little sonic heater and we dropped the bottle in there. When I tried it when it first came out and go, man, I can really taste the strawberry in this, but I can't taste the cream or whatever. We'd let it sit. Excuse me a second. Excuse me. So we'd let it sit, and when we let it sit, you pull it out, and all of a sudden, boom, I can really taste strawberries and cream, together. It really brought it together. I didn't realize how inexpensive they were. Some of you might be like, $150. Well, okay, get one of the cheaper models, whatnot. Or you can cheat like I do. Everybody's got a crock pot, and if you don't, they're literally, I don't know, get a candle warmer or something along those lines. You don't need much, well, depending on how much you want to use. But I have just a simple 5-quart crock pot. What you can do, dump a couple cups of water in there just to get it up, about halfway up your bottles. Okay. Once you put that in there, put the water in the crock pot, turn it on low. Probably got a little temperature gauge. Throw it in there. Between 130 and 150 is like the happy spot. You don't want to go much over 150. I'd even say stick closer to the 140 range. But get the water hot, just not boiling hot. Okay? So it's hot. Drop these in. Every 15 minutes or so, pull it out. Now you notice, I'm going to put this against my shirt. You notice there's no bubbles in the juice. All right? You're like, well, how do I know to agitate it? Or how do I know when it's agitated? Basically, take it out. Give it a couple good shakes. And now you'll see the bubbles. I'm going to hold it up against my shirt so you can see it. Yeah, now you see all the little bubbles in the juice. That's agitated. Drop it back in the water. 15 minutes later, pull it out, shake it again. That's the crock pot method. If you want to add the whole open it up after an hour and let it breathe for an hour or two, do it however you want. Put the cap back on, stick it back in, pull it out, shake it, yada yada. I've had success, like I said, with the sonic water bath. I've had success with the crock pot and pulling it out and shaking it. And literally a couple hours, my juice is pretty well good to go. I mean, obviously, it's probably not going to be, as perfect as 2 weeks, but who wants to wait 2 weeks? I'm the guy that goes, oh, I have this much juice left. I should probably order more. By the time that juice gets here, this is gone. Okay? If you're the person that has like a vape budget and a vape calendar and has all that stuff figured out, by all means, try the first 2. Throw them in your closet and do whatever you do. And that's awesome. But I'm not that guy. You want to speed seep something, you want something to taste good, go with the agitated water bath, or like I said, the crock pot method and pull it out and shake it yourself, do a little work. So, hope that helps. If you guys have any cool ideas or ways that you do it, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them, and we can talk about it. So, Big J, how to speed steep. See ya! Hey guys, Big J. Just want to say thanks for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. If you want to help me out, give me that thumbs up, share my content, subscribe, man. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe. Lots of new stuff coming in the future. Some new faces, some obviously new product. Man, if you have any suggestions, drop me a line. I'm more than willing to try anything. Take it easy.